Hey everybody, it's Mary and Warren with Explorography, and today we're in the garage. So Warren, you want to let them know what we're going to be doing?
Yep, we are going to prepare the RLD cap. We have a group of friends coming over tomorrow, so we want to lay this the pallet down, open it up, inspect the cap, and make sure it's ready to be put on the Jeep tomorrow. So it's happening, so I'm pretty excited.
Let's go see what's in the box.
Let's see what's in the box. All right. All right, now we've got it off. We're gonna scoot it back towards this way. Towards the treadmill. Can you scoot it?
All right, so we're
gonna tip it.
Okay, I'm scared.
Tip it and take it down.
There we go.
There are screws. Don't know if those need to come out. Can't say I've ever had a delivery this large.
Sharp.
Yeah, be careful.
Didn't seem to do anything.
So next, I'm gonna try pulling those
Rivets?
plastic pins.
Oh yeah. There's these pins in here we're going to try to take out to see if that'll help us get the box open.
Be very, very, very careful. That metal's sharp. So try to wrap around it. Oh my goodness.
What's in the box?
Be careful. Don't let it slide on you.
So here's what we found in the box.
Here's what's in the box.
It's like an instruction manual.
Got our fitment guide for the Jeep, for the Gladiator. We got some nice padding on the sides.
Some bumpers.
Some bumpers. It looks like it's all
What appears to be a very well wrapped.
a very well wrapped top.
All right, so I guess we work on this now.
Decided to take the drill. We've got aluminum rivets that are holding these corner pieces on. What I'm going to do is drill, and then I'll be able to push this side. Should be able to push that side open. And they come out pretty easily. Just remind yourself not to hit the topper.
Look at that.
There goes one.
Here we have it.
There it goes. Now that they're bent out, we have room to get to them. And I think if we just go ahead and get them out. There's always one of those in a bunch, I tell you. Using ridiculously large scissors from Harbor Freight. One of the most handy tools I think I've ever bought from Harbor Freight. We don't want to scratch it.
We gotta start it. It comes off pretty.
Yeah.
They drop the instructions in there.
It's in the layers of the wrap. We do not want you to lose those.
Foam it. Foam it.
Peel back the foam and see what we've got.
The grandeur Jeep. Alright, so now that you've had your first clients, Turn around and tell the camera what's running through your head.
I think it's beautiful. Can't wait to get it on the back of the Gladiator. It's definitely beefy. Like,
Yeah, it looks good.
you don't have to worry about any kind of structural issues. It's going to hold that rooftop tint. It's got a sliding glass window back here and one for the rear view. Solid sides, I like it. It's going to look sharp. I'm excited.
I agree, I'm excited too.
Great fitment. Can't even get my fingers in there to lift the cap. So that's really well made.
Whew.
That's going to be a handful tomorrow.
I'm so glad you have friends coming. I'm glad it's not just me and you because I struggle to lay it down. So actually lifting it up,
It's going to take.
putting it on there,
Yeah,
I'm going to get a couple hands.
at least one on every corner and maybe a couple in the middle just to make sure.
Nothing gets broken.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to sit down, read the instructions, get ready for tomorrow's. We're having a chili cookout fire and having our friends over to help us get this thing on the back of Adams, and it'll be in its new home.
Yep.
So
See you guys tomorrow.
all right. See you soon. So I wanted to show you guys. I was trying to clean out the threads, preparing to put the RLD top on today, and I ended up like this. Although the deck system is a pretty tight system, when you're trying to get a tap into this small hole by hand to figure out how you're going to do it, it does fall down into the crack. Of course, that is the gremlin that's always on my back when I'm doing jobs myself, but they'll let you know the top will come back off of the deck system and you can retrieve your tap if you drop it down the crack. But we're going to put this on and our friends will be here this evening and we'll be lifting the this RLD cap on as soon as they get there. Pretty excited. It's going to be a great truck for overlanding. See you guys soon.
Sam says, look, one hand. You got it, Rose? Or you need more right? Warren, come around this way. Warren, come around.
Right on the back.
I mean, put your tailgate out. Put that down. This looks like something out of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it goes.
Jeeps in general kind of help.
All right, we were back here the next day. A great group of friends helped us put the top on the actual Gladiator. So today we're going to finish that up by wrapping up the brackets that go on the inside that secure it to the bed of the truck, and then we'll be done installing the RLD Design cap. So let's get some brackets on. All right, we're going to start this off by attaching the front brackets to the cab, or to the truck bed to the cab. There are two holes that we cleaned out. Shared a little video yesterday of me dropping the tap into the crack of the deck system. I had to tear it apart, but we had to clean the bed liner out of these holes as well. These are 8mm, so not like the rails. These were 6mm that needed to be cleaned out. These threads were 8mm. So get a tap and have that done pretty quickly. Insert this bracket. The hole is way underneath this cap. There's a slot here on top of this ridge that will attach this bracket to hold the cap down. Step one is to get this started. So we're going to take a flat washer onto the 8mm 7/16 bolt, and we're going to drop it in the bracket and find the hole. Alright, for the next step, we have to remove these D-ring tie downs from the rack, the trail rail system, to be able to insert the next set of hardware that's going to hold the cap down. So we have to loosen these up and all the way. Okay. The trick is to pull forward on these two hooks at the same pressure. Pulling this pin out of this groove that you see here on the rail system. Look at that. So we're going to insert, they got a T-bolt for us that go in the trail rail system, and we have a nylon nut and a washer for this installation. So we'll put it in the entrance of this, slide it down. Our next slot to secure the cap is right here. So we're going to take a bracket and put it in the slot. Let's put our washer and starter nut. Slide this in. Again, our slot is right here, so we're going to attach our bracket in that area. We're going to start by trying to align this bracket. The slot hole is here in the top. So this bracket, which is attached to the pre-designed, pre-drilled, pre-tapped hole from the factory, kind of telling us that the top wants to be located there. So when you're trying to align your top, this will kind of give you a sense of where it should be. Alright, we got that started. So looking at our placement, our bolt is all the way on the inside of the rail here. So there's a lot of slot on this side left. We'll see how it aligns on the other side. Alright, let's go ahead and put our bolt, washer, and nut on this bracket and see how it aligns. So right now I can see the brackets covering the middle of the hole, but I'm not seeing the hole for the bolt in the bracket. So it means the cap is a little bit too far this way. To give it a little scoot. Starting to see the slot. So this slot runs this way, and then they have a perpendicular slot on that bracket running this way. So when those two cross, you're about in good placement. Just a little more. Alright. That is putting the bolt pretty much. Get my stool so I can see over my Jeep here. So the slot hole is pretty well in the middle of this bracket here. So I'm going to try a trick here. I can't get my fingers in on there all at the same time. Life with having sausages for fingers. But we're going to put a little temp tape on the back of a wrench. Drop our nut in there. Now it's locked in. All we have to do is take our washer and walk it into that bracket. Pull it out. It's now on the bolt, and we'll be able to tighten those up. So that pretty well. All right, now that we got the bolts and nuts started, we're going to go ahead and use the impact driver. work of that. So pinch on the nut. Slide that down for right now, and we'll repeat that process on the other side. All right, now we're on the other side. We'll use the impact wrench driver. Snug that down, and then again wrench on the nut, impact driver on top. Snug that down. All right, just like the front, we're gonna get this bracket attached. We're gonna let it be lower so it'll pull the cap down. We tighten the top bolt. So the T-bolt is in the track. We're gonna get our driver right on the nut, on the bolt, or the nut. So we're doing a nut on a bolt. So the short socket is bottoming out. So we went and got a tall socket at 1/2 inch, like this one, the same. All right, we're gonna finish tightening this off by hand, making sure that this T-bolt is tight, it is, and we'll finish by using our box end wrench driver and snug. All right, we'll move on to the other side here. What I'm gonna do is 3 pieces. We'll go ahead and use our 1/2 inch deep socket and position our bracket. Snug this up. Try to work around that underneath this lip. It's pretty hard to get this wrench underneath there. So we're going to put a deep socket on the nut. So you've seen me struggling with this socket, and I don't know if you can tell or if it'll focus on here, but you can see that it's actually damaged. The flat parts are rounded over and they're kind of crooked, so that's probably the reason it's not fitting on the nuts very well. So what I'm gonna do is swap this out for a different 1/2 inch deep socket. Tighten that T-bolt up really well and drop that socket onto the nut. Alright. Feels really good, nice and tight. I think our RLD cap is on. It's been installed.
So what's next?
So today we just ordered a front runner rack, slimline rack that's going to go on top of the RLD, and we also ordered an alpha rooftop tent from Tough Stuff. That it should be coming in the next few weeks, and that'll be our next phase of our install, and that will give us a overlanding Gladiator. Alright, that was just our friendly mailman. He just dropped off a package. Our trail rated coffee has arrived. So as soon as this build's done, we'll be able to go out on the trail and have some nice hot coffee in this cold Arizona winter that we're having. So as you can tell, the RLD is not a hard install. It just takes a little bit of time to align. It takes a lot of hands to get it on from crate to on the back of the truck bed. But once it's installed, I mean, I'm very impressed. It locks down. It's got a very tight. You close the tailgate, and you close the back, and it just little pressure, and it snaps in. The pressure is really nice. It compresses the weather stripping, so you know you're getting a good seal. And then having to be able to drop this. As you can see here, they have a pretty sturdy arm that's going to pull this pull this into the weather seal. And now we've got a secure, solid top cap for the Gladiator. So if you've enjoyed this install, got any information, please hit the like button. Share with your friends. Anybody that might want to put an RLD design, I can highly recommend that. It's a beautiful cap, and we'll continue to see this through our channel. So make sure you come along with us, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you explore, create, and get out there and do some good. See you next time, guys. Bye.